Oh,
Oh, you crashed.
just as I went live. I went live to close stream. Stream has ended.
Oh my god.
Are you alright, Gabriel?
Yeah, I like, what's it called? OBS started up again randomly, and as soon as it did, it was just like.
Oh god. Computer got overloaded.
Yeah,
oh,
for
gosh.
sure. Yeah, it's very bad. So here you go.
Yeah.
That's a stream. Are you streaming? Or are you?
I am live. Literally, as soon as it went live, you disappeared.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
Hello,
Hi
everyone. We're back again.
Oh.
Freaking struggling here with trying to get this up and running, but essentially all you missed is this: the party are heading towards the castle gates, or the walls that surround the nobles district of Orkill, and they're going to see if they can ask about Oscar. And while they're doing that, they've noticed that there's this green dragonborn who seems to be of some sort of royalty, surrounded by a bunch of guards, and a bunch of people are throwing abuse at them, spitting at them, throwing fruit, and they're just trying to keep their head down, move through the crowd. While this is going on, Shahil has sent his ice wolf over, try to sneak around and get over the castle walls to scout around. So, can you give me the athletics check for your wolf, please? 21. Okay. So with that, again, your wolf bounces over back, and eventually hops over the walls, gets over to the other side, and you can now look through its eyes as well at this stage. While you're looking through the wolf's eyes, you can't see yourself. Now, your vision and your hearing goes when this happens, just to let you know. You can go back and forth as you like, but...
Okay. Well, for now, she will kind of go over to Rael, grab his shoulder, and not say anything, and just look through the wolf's eyes.
Alright. So, as you're peering in, are you looking for anything in particular on the other side?
Just, like, scouting to see if I can see something, I guess? Because we are going to find, like, we're going here to find Oscar, I assume, and Melody, no? Or,
yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
give me a perception check then.
Perception. Okay. Perception. That is. What is it? Sorry. Is it?
That's your wisdom modifier.
It is wisdom. Okay. Just have to make sure. Thank God.
Wolf might be trained in this as well, though, so he can actually.
Oh yeah, it is. Nice. So that's a plus the. Is it plus the wisdom and the perception?
No, it'll just be the perception score for this.
Just the perception. I see.
Yeah. There's that. It's all inclusive.
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't intelligence. That is an 18.
18. Okay, cool. So as you scatter around, look around, take in all your surroundings, you can see very clearly. Obviously, this whole place it's mainly kind of where people just live. There's just a lot of lovely luxury houses on the other side of the walls. There's a very clear, big, grand building for the guard barracks. There's a lot of people kind of just chatting and stuff like that outside of it. You see also a few nobles just outside chatting with some of the guards. They're kind of too far away. They're a few hundred feet away at this stage, but you can see that they're all kind of discussing things with the guards. And then at the center of it all, surrounded by small little woodlands, but you can still see it up on this little hilltop, there is this beautiful manor at the very top. And there's this road that leads directly from that manor all the way down through this city in this small district. The entire area is walled off with this massive wall that sections off from the rest of the people in Orkill. No sign, though, of Oscar or Melody. And there's a lot of... It's quite quiet as well. Like, Orkill is typically packed with people constantly walking around, pickpockets darting left, right, and center. Here is very quiet, tranquil, just very civilized as well. A lot of nobles just kind of like, ooh, how'd you do? How'd you do? And that's kind of it. Pretty quiet on the other side. There's a lot of guards as well posted along the walls, kind of, not a lot. You would imagine that there probably should be a lot more guards, but there's actually not that many. But yeah, that's about all you pick up on that side.
Okay, I'll switch back to Shield.
Alright. So at this stage, these guards are kind of pushing through the crowds like, alright, out of the way, make way for the Queen. What are the rest of you doing?
I think
The Queen?
I was just trying to make
make her way. Like, does she recognize this queen, or is this a completely new person?
You haven't seen them before.
Okay. Well, she's authority, so someone to go to and hate. Let's go. I'm gonna go to her.
You're gonna try to go? Okay.
Make it obvious to the guards that I'm coming towards them.
Okay. So, what's your demeanor? How are you approaching them in any kind of way? You're coming very obviously just walking towards them, but not hostile or anything? Or are you hostile, or how are you?
I would say like determined but friendly. Like
Okay.
I'm coming to you for a reason. I'm not here to chat.
Okay, give me a persuasion check as you make your way over. Or just a charisma check. Just give me a charisma roll.
Natural 20.
Wow. So, as you do make your way directly over to the guards, they're drawing their blades. They're like, all right, back up there, little one. And the queen kind of raises their hand and squats down a little bit. And she says, hello there. How can I help you?
Hi, hello. My name's Quill. My name's just Quill. My friend seemed something happened with my friend. I think he may have been accidentally taken by some guards. He came with a lovely lady as well. I got some bail money.
The Fembulk?
Yes.
All right. No, they've been gone for about 10 minutes or so. You just missed them. They're heading over on some investigation in the slums, ma'am. You can call them slums. Come on, let's go. Keep moving. So if you want to find them, she's kind of being pushed now by the guards. They're kind of bringing her, like, kind of insisting that she kind of moves along. It's like, we can't stick around here. Gotta keep moving. More people are starting to gather around. They're shoving them all out of the way, and she kind of reaches out to you. She's like, if you want to find them, they're that way. She kind of points just in a rough direction.
Thank you, darling.
You're the queen, darling.
So,
Lesbian energy.
they're pushing past.
Did that happen to do any response to the queen by calling her darling? Is she
She doesn't look smitten, but she just gives a nice smile and a nod.
The queen's a lesbian. Hashtag confirmed.
All right, so they push past you guys. Are you guys making way for them, or are you just?
Yeah, I'll just kind of put my hand out and shuffle people to the side.
Sure.
He just doesn't want to cause any more ruckus than they have to, so just kind of stand sort of in front, almost a bit protectively of the others, to just give a polite nod.
Good. All right, and they kind of give you a glance, a small pause as they look your way, and they continue on.
Quill's gonna make her way back to the group.
So everyone kind of starts again following that queen and kind of spitting in their direction and everything else. And yeah, so you also see a few kind of nobles kind of looking over the walls, and they kind of have these disgust looks as well, like kind of shaking their heads. And eventually, all meet up back here. People start to resume with their everyday business.
Has Quill said that they're in the slums?
I was just gonna tell that.
Oh, okay.
That everything. I was like, lovely lady. I don't know why everyone's such a bitch. Oscar and Melody seems to have got themselves stuck in an investigation of some sort. She pointed us in the direction.
Investigation.
Oh, they didn't get put in jail. They're just doing they're putting someone else in jail.
We don't know yet, but let's make our way over anyway. The sooner the better. I'm sure I can try and sort something out.
Why would they capture someone and get them to investigate?
Well, you need to see if someone's, truly guilty or not. Fair trial and all that.
Free labor. He doesn't have to pay him.
Not exactly how it goes. I guess it's different here.
Well, let's get going anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
So you all head off in that direction. At this stage as well, at the same time, you have arrived here, Oscar, in the crime scene. You can see the body is real torn up. You can tell that they're quite a hairy individual. They look human, and they're just in the kind of very casual wear, just a ripped up shirt at the moment, and just regular slacks. The room itself, this entire room, is very beat up, and also parts of this house are burned and charred. Like there was a fire, but it was put out, and most of the house seems to be salvaged. There's bruises all over the body as well. They look like they've been beat up a lot before they were killed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is now up to you how you want to start investigating things. Bradcoff as well, he's kind of looking around different sections of the place and just like, knew this. Oh fuck, my voice. Crap. How do I do this voice again? Oh my god, I've done so many voices recently. I'm just like,
That's fine.
Yeah, I know exactly the voice, but there we go, baby. No, fuck. Oh my god.
It's
like
okay.
a mafia western.
All right.
cowboy.
Yeah, I don't know why my voice can't do it all of a sudden. I'm trying to. It's like a mental thing.
Don't
Look.
overthink it. Do whatever you feel. It's fine. You can rep the voice.
Samuel, what's the name of the guy from the cyberpunk world with the purple hair?
With the purple hair?
Yeah, who smoked the lavender cigarettes. And he was like, Danny, there we go.
Oh, Dan. Oh, right.
Basically, kind of a Danny.
It was kind of like the same investigator that we had in Beta Questers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of a westerny vibe, kind of like Mateus.
Yeah, I meant to do that originally, so it's like, all right.
Yeah.
I fucked up. Yeah.
A little Texan in there.
Yeah. All right. So this here is an old buddy of mine. Was very, very long time ago. We used to do some private investigating together. It's a shame to see him dead now. But right. You Furbolg, Oscar. You got a good eye.
Sure. What is it exactly that I'm looking for, sir?
You take a look here at the body here. I'm going to be looking around for some sort of this guy used to keep a lot of secret compartments and the like. I'm going to see if I can find any of those, see if I can find any of his documents. He probably left something for me around here. You work away here and see what you can find on the body. I did an analysis, but I'm curious what you can pick up.
Sure. Let's see. And I walk up to the body.
All right.
And I will start investigating, I guess.
Yeah, give me an investigation check first, or a medicine check. It's totally up to yourself what you want to be looking for. You can also look at individual parts of this person's body too, if you want to.
Okay, so all right. So you said that there's like a lot of bruises, and then there's some sort of scratch marks.
Yeah.
I guess I will start from the scratch marks and see if that's something that I have seen previously.
Okay.
Or if I would recognize the kind of creature that did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So give me an investigation check to start off then.
Okay. Natural 20 to a 22.
Okay. God, you guys are running really well today. So immediately you could tell that this character was tortured a lot before they were killed. There's a lot of very obvious bruises. You can see a lot of their fingertips are bleeding where nails have been removed. A lot of the claw marks seem to be almost human marks or self-inflicted, just in a struggle almost. There's a lot of claw marks down their face that you would actually pick up from looking at some of their really long nails themselves as well. It almost was like they're clawing their own face at some stage. There's also parts of the body seem slightly warped. It's a very hairy body altogether. A lot of the skin as well seems quite fresh and new. There's burnt patches all around the place, but it also looks like there's a very fresh layer of skin on there. It's not like old weathered skin. Patches of their skin are kind of look like they've just removed almost like a layer of skin over their body in certain sections. And you can also notice as well that their wrists have burn marks from ropes where they were clearly tied up. You're getting the sense that whoever killed this person set it up as well to look like they were maybe attacked. They were obviously tortured, but make it look like they were also attacked. And then also the place was burned down. But it looks like the burns and everything came afterwards, after the body was already dead.
Okay, interesting. I will, for now, keep it for myself. I will just keep, looking, and as I discover the things, I just keep them for myself for the moment, so I don't say them out loud. From time to time, I just kind of raise my head and just look at my surroundings.
One thing you do is with your 20, you would notice at the temple of their head, it looks like they have a bruise there, but there's also the faintest imprint of like a signet ring in the temple of their head, as if someone who punched them was wearing some sort of signet ring.
Oh,
Tom ring, bitch.
which is the design for this imprint?
It seems to be
Or
it's
like
not
just the shape?
yeah, it's not something you've seen before, but it seems to be a crowned serpent of sorts. This snake with a crown. Or some sort of serpent-like creature wearing a crown.
Okay. Then, considering the room, which kind of class is this person? Or could I tell? Is it like someone that is very poor or?
Yeah, give me an investigation check again for that.
Okay. Ugh, 13.
13. I mean, it's easy to tell this person doesn't have a lot of money, but also it's pretty disheveled as well, regardless just of like the fight that took place here. In terms of the slums, it's probably not. It's probably a little nicer than most places in the slums, but it's not super fancy. I mean, it has 2 floors, which is fancy enough for a place.
Okay.
But and it's spacious, but it looks old as well. Like this house looks very old and worn, and yeah, there's nothing fancy about it in any way. This person doesn't seem like they're wealthy by any means.
Okay. And by the amount of just like chairs at the table or different objects, can I tell if this place has been like inhabited by just one person or several?
Yeah, you can tell there's 2 chairs at the table. There's 2 chairs towards the window of the house, and you get the sense as well that either that's for guests, or this person lives alone, or there is someone else living with them in this house.
Okay. Do I see any kind of rings or like any kind of marriage symbology?
They're wearing wedding ring. Yeah.
Okay.
Very simple. It's just a silver wedding ring. But and also on the wedding ring now, currently on the body, you notice that around that wedding ring, a lot of the flesh is blistered and boiled.
Specifically around the ring.
Yeah, and it seems to be still sizzling.
Oh, so it's something super fresh. Okay.
Can you give me an Arcana check, please?
Okay. That's a 21.
21. Okay. You know that silver is you'd have been taught this specifically where you live. That silver is a weapon that can be used against a lot of demons and devils, but also for any other kind of creatures that have gained abilities through dark bargains, and typically as well the likes of vampires and werewolves and all those forms of lycanthrope were cursed a very long time ago, so silver will always harm them, will always reveal their true forms, will always burn their flesh. So that's what you would know about this, and the descriptions you've heard about silver and how it can affect people, like it would literally burn them, boil them, is very similar to how this ring is still seems to be burning away the flesh in this person's hand.
So the ring is not something that belonged to the person, but it has been put on them.
Not necessarily, but possibly.
Possibly. Okay, and that's the only item made of silver that is on them?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Are there any more silver items in the room?
Looking around, there's nothing that you can pick up. A lot of the cutlery and things seems to be wooden. A lot of the bowls are wooden and things like that. There's even the candlestick there. It's just this very basic brass candlestick. Nothing really fancy around here.
Okay. What else would I want to investigate? Can I look at the ceiling? Is there okay, of course there's burn marks and everything, but I'm trying to get a sense if there's any sign of how many people were inside this room when the fire happened, or if there's any kind of maybe not ceiling, but maybe on the floor if there's footsteps of any sort.
Give me another investigation check, I guess. For this one.
18.
Okay. Wait, hold up, actually, just a second. All right. It looks like there's been quite a few people coming through here. From what you can tell, there was definitely a struggle between a few individuals. You can tell maybe 2 to 3 people came in here or something like that. But then, and you can tell that a lot of these scratch marks and everything are below layers of soot from the fire. But then there are other fresh, but almost looks like they've been kind of covered up, other footprints that were here after the fire too. Not sure the other people, but you do see a few remnants looking around of some other quick footprints of someone who kind of dashed in here, dashed out. Maybe 1 or 2 individuals.
Okay. Okay, I will stand up and I will move from the body, and I'm going to look for Brad.
Oh yeah. So at that moment as well,
What
Brad's
is he doing?
He is currently looking around. He's been tapping the walls the entire time, listening carefully at every kind of place he taps. And then eventually he gets to the fireplace and is tapping inside the fireplace and pulls out and removes a brick that's inside the fireplace and starts putting his hand in. He's like, yeah, we got him now. Okay, here we go. And he pulls out now a lead box that he opens up, and inside are several drawings and notes, and there's some photos in here too. Photographs are quite rare in Gostar in general, but it is something that's been coming into play. People have invented photography recently, and this person seems to have been able to take photos. I'm just reading my notes that I've scribbled down here.
I forgot that when I mute myself here, it doesn't mute me on the stream.
Oh yeah, I know. I do that all the time.
So I wasn't thinking, and I just started singing about Oscar just now. I was just mindlessly just going like Oscar, Oscar.
The theme of WandaVision, lovely.
That's very ghostly of you.
So you see as well as this happens, and the Brad Croft is kind of looking through all of these photos and notes. His eyes are kind of wide, and he just leaves that out. All right, check this out. He kind of brings you over towards him, and he starts to show you a bunch of photos, and he starts flicking through them all, and you can see now there is photos of this dragonborn lady, kind of in simple wear, kind of hood up, meeting with a young, who looks almost like a half goblin woman, and the pair of them are really laughing and really getting along really, really well. And they're kind of looking around through the streets, and these pictures are also then seem to be taken in some sort of underground location. Seems you can see a cave setting all around, and they're both chatting now in one of the pictures around a table. They seem to both have like a drink in their hands and are discussing a bunch of things, and behind them are lots of cages, and inside all the cages are rats. And Brad Croft looks at you and he says, you know who these two people are?
Do I know?
You do not, no.
Okay, I do not know who they are.
We've been hearing a lot of complaints, about the Rat King and the Queen.
Yeah, those are names that I hear quite often, but I don't seem to have gathered who is good, who is bad.
It's all very grey, but we can see here that the Rat King and our Queen Lavender seem to be getting along pretty well. He starts putting out the photos and points out the two characters. One of them, he points out that the half goblin woman is the Rat King, and the green dragonborn. Well, it's in black and white, but explains that there's a green dragonborn lady. She is the Queen Lavender.
Oh.
And what we got here is some coordinates for a location where they would meet up. I'm glad this guy's still got it. Even in death, he's looking after things. Did well. And with that, at that moment, you lot have been kind of looking around and eventually have approached this crime scene. There's no real guards on it at the moment, and eventually, as you followed rumors and everything, you can eventually find this house and barge in.
Oh, wow.
I was just gonna knock on the door.
You can knock on the door, yeah, for sure. But we can say, why is Amy here as well? But by then as well, the rest of you catch up, make your way to the house. Actually, I don't know what I want here. Yeah, you're right. You guys would have done that.
Yeah, I feel like we would have maybe not just barged into a crime scene.
By this time as well, there's a crime scene outside, and Oscar and Brad Croft are kind of just discussing things in here. We'll pick up on this next week, I guess, because everyone's got to run off.
Yeah. I think this would be a good time to end it.
Oh yeah.
And Maggie and Marissa have egg related things to do.
So
The Queen's a lesbian!
he's a lesbian.
Fuck yeah!
They seem to be getting along very, very well. These photos are very clear images that these two are partners of some sort and seem to be not intimate, but really kind of like it's like they're on a date, basically. In a lot of these photos.
Very good friends.
Yeah, very close friends. And
Gals being pals.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Queen and her gal pal.
so that's where we'll leave it for this week. Thank you everyone for watching the stream as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a bit chaotic this week, but we still all managed to enjoy it nonetheless.
Are we able to stitch the streams together? Or
Yeah, I'll stick them. I'll stick them when I download them. I'll stick the bits together before uploading them to YouTube.
You crack an egg on them and they stick.
Oh, thank you very much, Gabriel.
Oh, my pleasure. Absolutely.
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you all.
That was super fun.
I'm amazed that you've all kind of still somehow wrapped everything up, come back into one group, and are now kind of continuing on
That's
same
unbelievable.
which is pretty nice.
you think we wouldn't? You underestimate our power.
I was questioning things at the end of the last session, not gonna lie, but not in a bad way by any means. All right. Well, have a lovely rest of your weekend, everyone, and everyone watching the stream. Are we still
Bye,
streaming?
people on the
We are still streaming.
All right. Well, goodbye, everyone. Get out of here.
Bye, people on the stream. Have a nice day.
Love you all.
Bye.
See you next week.